Yo, what's up? Got the buckles on, huh? Well, it's time to feed the windows and lock the cat. Let me get on with this thing. Further our story. Go find Uncle Murray. How's your day going so far? Pretty good. Nice. Let me just check a couple things here real quick. Alrighty. Yeah, guys were out cutting trees again today, but they were just finishing up evidently because they polished it off about a half hour ago or so. So I'm like, woohoo! I can get online before the lunch crowd in this particular area. Get some gaming done. Oh yeah, we were dancing where we left off yesterday. I think that's the only reason we were in here. But we have a new, what's new? Something's new. New perk. Know when it's needed, but not enough to do anything about it. All right. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. We have there's a thing it would have told us how many. There we go. We got 35 points. And nothing that we can spend only 35 points on, so I guess we're... Is it just me? Do you remember what we were doing yesterday when we left off here? We do have enough meat for that, so I think we were gonna... I think that's all we had to... I was thinking yesterday, I'm not really sure these are necessarily bad fish. I mean, they look pretty peaceful. I mean, they're not very aggressive fish. But, oh, I know what we want to be doing. Opening that is not it. Left to this one. The Brewsters. We haven't done this. We need to do the fridge factory, but a fuse. We were looking for a fuse for... We went here to look for a fuse, but we didn't get one. Where we needed a fuse was Tentacle House. Let's do a wander real quick. Sinister glurb. Three of those horrible fishmen come out at you out of nowhere. Well, not nowhere to come out of an alley. Third crawls out of your manhole or fish hole. And say glurb, glurb, glurb. Yeah, I heard you fine the first time. Just muscle past him. Ain't got time for this malarkey. Get out of my way, chum. Chum. Shove past the fisherman. Slimy hands can't find a purchase to grab you and stride away. They grow angry at you, but either they're too startled to make any further issue of it, or they're trying to basically keep a low profile. Either way, make you out unscathed except for fish slime. I think I already have a paper clip, but because I can't remember, I'm going to get another one. Because, I mean, tin meat for a paper clip, that seems reasonable, yeah? I mean, it's a paper clip for clipping papers. Hobo code. As you enter the boarding house, you discover some kind of hullabaloo, or perhaps a kerfuffle. Stern-looking middle-aged ladies is surrounded by 6 agitated men, all talking over each other. Listen in. Gentlemen, I insist you settle down at once. We won't get to the bottom of this with you all acting like panicked schoolchildren. Miss Brewster, you've got to call the cops. Ha! This town calls police. I would trust to solve a jigsaw puzzle, let alone serious crime. And I won't have any of those hooligans turning up my house upside down. But there's been a murder. Somebody has to do something. What you can all do is go to your rooms and let me think. Good gracious. Then fly upstairs, abashed, but still fidgeting nervously. Excuse me, Miss Brewster. Sighs exasperated. I'm sorry, I don't have any vacancies. Or well, I suppose I do. I can't let you have the room until this whole mess has been sorted out. One of those men said something about a murder. Yes, it's obvious. Absolutely ghastly. One of my lodgers was murdered in the night. Nobody heard or saw anything. I'm practically at my wit's end. I could help. My name's Rudolph Gonzalez. I'm kind of an independent investigator sort of thing. Oh, like Belgian fellow in the mystery novels. What? Yes, sure. Absolutely. Well, that's marvelous. If you can solve this mystery, I can pay you quite reasonably. That's a deal. Thank goodness. What can you tell me about the victim? A traveling salesman. All my lodgers are traveling salesmen. What do you sell? Well, they come and go so frequently, I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea. Well, how'd he die? I'm not sure. The body's missing. Look, you better just go and have a look for yourself. He was in 3C. I locked the door so that no one else would mess around in there. She gives me the room to 3C, or the key to 3C. She didn't give me the room to 3C. That would be silly. Let's take a look around here. Kitchen. Pictures of previous boarders. Nice carpet. Flowers saw nothing. Okay. Agreeable music at a polite volume. How sweet. Seriously, she locks the bathroom? We know it's not occupied. She's right there. Shouldn't be occupied. If it is occupied, there's something's wrong. Why is the bathroom unlocked? I'll be right back. 2. Okay. Nobody's using the hat rack. I don't see anything else on floor 2. Nope, nope. Right here, right here. Not sure which aspect of this would upset Miss Brewster more. My high-heeled shoes have been carelessly left in the hallway. There you go. How's that? Pony leaf plants are holding the fondue one hostage. This is the fondue one, and more pointy ones. That they are. All right, let's get this investigation over with here. 3C. Put the key in secret pocket used for things that won't ever need to be referred to again. Step in and holy crap, a massive pool of blood on the floor. And like Miss Brewster said, there's no body in sight. Windows locked, so the killer must have come from inside the house. Do some fishing in a puddle of blood. Up the rug, and whoa, what the heck? There's a crazy occult diagram underneath it. The lines and glyphs appear to have been burned into the floor. You can see little blobs of melted candle wax at the points of the dotted gram. And it even smells fairly weird of incense. Some kind of ritual kit. Great. Like regular old mortar wasn't enough. Now they got me saying murder all funny from the thing yesterday. Mortar? Dodecahedron? Yeah, okay. I'll remember that. Locked wardrobe. Why is the wardrobe locked? Check myself for clues. Hi, Rudolph. Bye, Rudolph. We know where that goes. Nothing interesting about the bed, that it's next to a massive pool of blood. I don't know much, but seems to be a miss. What's this over here? Is that also blood? I guess so. The splashes looked a little bit different than the rest of the stuff. Let's go talk to Miss Brewster again before we start questioning the other residents. Oh, Miss Brewster, I've had a look in room 3C. Did you find anything? I found a huge pool of blood. It was really gross. Anything else? An occult ritual circle. What? Oh my goodness. You think it was some kind of black magic sacrifice? Afraid it looks that way, yes ma'am. Well, I've always felt the lodger's religion was no business of mine, but I won't stand for this one bit. Are any of your lodgers involved in the occult? Do you know? Do you recall one of them specializes in selling occult supplies and paraphernalia? But I'm afraid I don't remember which one. You'll have to ask around. Okay. Can I ask around in this bathroom over here? Can I ask the radio? So I'll start with the room under the room. Try the knob. Door's locked. In 2D, but really they're all 2D if you think about it. Silver key. Oh, in the prologue? Yeah, that key in the prologue was, yeah, that was in, it was also in the prologue. That's why I have no, yeah, see now I have 2 paper clips. I paid I have got $20 worth of paper clips. And a bank key. Right? You know what they say, a lot of paper clips. That one was 100, yeah. 2D or not 2D? I'm warning you, I'm on. Oh, I know you. Yeah, I think we met before. You are in Derringers, right? That's right, yes. You should buy one. There's a murderer on the loose. Actually, I'm investigating the murder. I think God somebody is. What do you know about the other salesman here? I know that there's a guy who sells occult stuff. I give him a wider berth, though. All I know about him is that he doesn't live in the room below the sunglass grate. Neither of them are the victim. So, do I need to draw that darn picture of what the heck is going on here? Excuse me while I jot this down in a very kind of way. $2D. And the guy who sells occult stuff does not live under the room below the sunglass salesman. So let's go up. I heard about Project Paperclip. I don't remember what project that was. Was that? Was it? Yeah, I don't even remember now. 3A. Something. Oh, hey, we meet again. Oh, yeah, you're the sunglass guy. All right, so we found sunglass. Oh, that, yeah. That program. Very mixed emotions about that particular program. Knock on the door, salesman opens it. Yeah, your sunglass guy, that's me, baby. What can I do for you? I'm investigating a murder. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I was hoping you could give me some information about the people who live here. I don't really know any of these guys. There's a feller that sells jokes and gags somewhere on this floor, I think. There's a guy that sells pants, but all I can tell you about him, he isn't the guy right below me. No problem. So let's see, is this joke? Investigation murder. Can you tell me about the people who live here? Well, I pretty much keep to myself. All I know about the other salesman is that the one who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to me, next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. The one who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one. Is it the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes? Okay, well, the jokes guy. Is there something else? Actually, I just wanted to hear you say it again. It sells me who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. Yeah, right. Yeah. If they're lying, then we're all screwed. Let's see. I run into quite a few of them now. That's Murder Room. So either this or this is Joke Guy. So that's what we want to find out here now. Hello? Hi, I'm investigating murder. How did you know the others? Do you know the other salesman here? I don't know any of these guys, although I think there's a guy who sells brushes who's neighbors with the guy who sells pants. Okay, thanks. That's everybody up there. So the other guy said this is not the pants guy. Who's there? I'll not open the door with the killer on the loose. I'm investigating the murder. Do you have any information that would help? There's someone here who specializes in occult stuff. That seems pretty suspicious to me. Which room's he in? I'm not sure, but it isn't the one above me. He doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim either. Isn't the one above me. And he doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim. That leaves the sunglass salesman. Not sure, but it isn't the one above me. He doesn't live at the same end of the hall as victim either. It's either the sunglass or it's this guy. Yeah, oh hey, I know you. Oh yeah, you're the guy selling pants. Just investigating a murder. Oh yeah, really? Grisly business. Do you know any of the salesmen here? Not really. I just the guy who sells those little Derringer pistols. He was complaining about the guy who lives right above him. Trinkets and baubles guy. Because he keeps making racket, dropping stuff on the floor at night. That probably doesn't help you much, though. Thanks. That puts us here. Did we talk to Trinkets and Baubles guy? Pretty sure we talked to Trinkets and Baubles guy. Yes, hi, sorry to bother again. Could you repeat what you told me before? I was just that the brush salesman lives next to the pants salesman. Got it, thanks. This could have been the occult guy, though. And there's one other room. What Derringer guys say? A cult salesman doesn't live in the room below the sunglass salesman. Can't be him. So, going on the assumption that everybody is telling the truth. Let's talk to her. Excuse me, Miss Brewster, who lives in 2C. to see is my room. Why? Can I have a look inside? Certainly not. That's private. Can't possibly know what I would kill one of my own lodgers. That would be terrible for business. This bothers me. Should try getting rent out of them sometime. This guy has been... Yeah, that's why I had to draw myself the picture. Guy who sells occult stuff doesn't live above me. He doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim. Buys pants. Guy who sells derringers lives underneath the guy who sells trinkets. Yeah, we know that already. The guy who sells trinkets has already been, somebody else had said that he is not the occult guy. Doesn't live above me. Doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim. Does it? I wonder if, does that, do you think that means on the third floor? Which would be the trinket guy. But if it's on either floor, then that gets rid of the landlord and the derringer, which leaves only the next door neighbor, which is this guy. Brush salesman lives next to the pants guy, who's already been excluded. Okay, we got that. Sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. One who lives next to the brush man is pants guy. Isn't the one who lives next, isn't the one who lives next to. So the one who sells brushes is downstairs, this guy's neighbor. So this particular gentleman does not sell jokes and gags, which means Jokes and Gags is the one who has passed away. So Brushes is in the corner. One who lives above the brush guy is this guy's neighbor who sells sunglasses. So he's not saying that he's not the one who sells jokes and gags. Isn't the one who lives next to the one. Brushes, bottom corner. Isn't the one who lives next to the one above, which is the sunglass guy, which means this guy is not jokes and sales or jokes and gags. So is there anything that says that this guy is not? The occult guy. Only two guys I met here are jokes and gags. Seller who lives on this floor. And pants hawker who doesn't live in the room right below. No, he lives down and over one. Jokes and gag or jokes and gag. Got that. Brush guy. Guy who sells occult stuff doesn't live above me, and he doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim, which puts him up one and directly above this guy. All I know is the guy who sells derringers lives right underneath the guy who sells trinkets, which is this gentleman. Occult salesman doesn't live in the room below the sunglass salesman, which is the brush guy, and they're both still alive. So I think this is the key right here. The guy who sells occult stuff doesn't live above me. No, he lives up and over one, and he doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim, which is, the victim was jokes and gags guy. Trinkets and baubles guy lived next door to him. Well, the big thing to me is either it was a suicide, and this guy was a cultist, which, according to the guy in 2A is not the case, because the murderer or the occultist guy did not live on this end of the hallway, which this is the hallway, right? So he did not live over here. He has to live here at 3B. If everyone's telling the truth. I figured out who the occultist is. Are you certain? I think I'm certain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Shall we gather everyone together at the scene of the crime so you can dramatically reveal the whole novel thing? Sure, if you want. I must say this whole murder business is simply dreadful. But the most interesting thing to happen here in years. We also have to assume that it wasn't her, because the game's not giving us the option. You head up to 3C. After a few minutes, Miss Brewster meets you there, salesman in tow. Alright, well, I suppose we're all wondering why we've called you here today. I assume it was so you could tell us who did the murder. Yeah, that was my guess too. Yeah, right. So we can call out the guy in 2C, which is Mrs. Landlord. Right. Yeah, well, as you can see by this weird circle on the floor, the killer has probably had occult significance. Therefore, the most likely candidate is the occult goods salesman, who is 3B. Look at his hat. What? No, I mean, yes, I do sell occult supplies, but that isn't even one of my circles. Are you actually accusing me of murder? I think you're the only likely candidate. No, I'm pretty sure you didn't kill anybody. Wolf wants us to accuse the guy of murder right off the... So far, all we have accused him of is being the occult dude, salesman. I think you're the only likely candidate. That's crazy. You're crazy. Tell it to the cops, but suddenly a wardrobe door flies open and the salesman jumps out. Ha ha, I fooled y'all pretty good. Who the heck are you? And it's the freaking dead jokes and gags guy that's not dead. I'm the victim. Sell jokes and gags and stuff. You like me to do giant fake rubber pool of blood? Isn't it a scream? My gosh. Here, let me give you something for being such a good sport, kid. We're in good health. You got an item? Foot spring. If you excuse me, I gotta roll this blood back up, and 9 people in this tiny room is 8 too many. 15 meat, 10 XP. Could have gone worse. The cultist gentleman was quite offended by your accusation, but I believe he'll get over it. Here's your pay. Thanks. Glad to be of help. I'd say I'll call if you ever need your services again, but I think one exciting thing happening here every few years is quite sufficient. If it happens again, I'm just going to throw everybody out. Good idea. You were wrong, Wolf. Yeah, I am proud of myself for a look. Let me get a little bit my happy jig going on here. Okay, I'm done. Can I go in the kitchen now? Can I use the bathroom now? And now I can't go upstairs now. What's up, Gabby? Gabby has readiness for action. A firecracker in a fist fight. Gabby likes fighting and dancing. Best of two things. Gabby invented fight dancing once, but the world was unready for it. Maybe 50 years later. She's a real peach to talk to. Let's see. Alrighty. I think let's do some wandering. Let's pinch his cheek and keep walking. Okay, what gives you? This is Muggery if he insists you that you to us all give your meat, or all your meat give. It's proper, yeah, I guess is a little extreme. Say V instead 5 meat. I'll give you a 5-finger knuckle sandwich. Charmer is the first to go. That's 5 damage. That's 3 damage. Take that. Damage. He will do 5 damage. He will do 5 sleaze damage. He does no damage. This guy's got all the hit points though, so we'll just do that. Yeah, still don't have a fuse. Yep, there you go. There we go. Got another Glockenbrat 5 XP, 9 meat. Shelby is just still growing. I mean, Glockenspiel's there. That's the only other place left. The other thing I'm trying to do by doing this little wandering bit I'm tired of giving these guys musical lessons. They're obviously not getting any better. They keep showing up. They keep showing up playing bad music. Another Glocken brought, some Glockenhosen, some Birkenglocks. Birkenglocks are new, right? New shoes to replace our high heels, our extra high heels. Nice. 5XP and 14 meat. Let's check out our shoe collection. Wolf, have you've seen our extra high heels, right? You notice those? Our style, our drip, our extra high. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Extra high step from our extra high heeled shoes. Make your steps higher. Improve the sound of my footsteps. If anybody calls me Twinkle Toes, I'm gonna be like upset. A little questionable on the drip, I think. I thought oh, 2 ups, but in this case there are 3 of them. Ooh, look at that. Got some sword grass. No, no, no. Anything else, Gabby? Alright, let's just leave. But yeah, if we run into another hobo, maybe we can get some more cred with the Hobo King. But I think we'll have to further the story along, and I think it's either going to be the fridge factory that we're waiting on for Tentacle House, or maybe here. It's the only place left. Because wander one more time. More Verbald. That's all that's left. Pebble next to the sidewalk catches my eye. No ordinary, it's petrified espresso bean. It's grounded up for energizing powder. Nice. Menacing tune. Is it possible to play on the glockenspiel anyway? Just on his. There I go. Their intent is clear. What you want? We go looking at the building behind you. Talk to your boss. Have an appointment? No. Can I make one? No. I want to look in the building behind you. Old Glockenspiel, that's our hideout. Are you in there? Not allowed. Please? No. It's only for gang members. Want to join your gang? Want to buy a Glockenspiel? You have good taste in musical instruments, but our Glockenspiels are not for sale. Come on, everything is priced. Price of Glockenspiels, no meat. 9 meat? I'll pay you 9 meat for one. That joke does not work even. I guess they want to fight. You've seen it. You've seen it. I tried to do it the peaceful way. nifty sound you made there. Let's do that. Wiki says on the walkabouts, huh? Got only 5 XP out of that? That's absurd. Hard times for non-glockenspiel business. No. Had a huge wasp nest in case the keep out sign wasn't sufficient. Alright, here we go. That's some pretty impressive angry glockenspieling. Goblin what? Good. Hold still. Goblin looks a bit tougher than the others. Also, they're at the back of the room. So they're probably the boss. They look both delighted and outraged to see you. Since that's a tricky combination of emojis, imagine. Let's just go with excited. As I step closer to speak with the goblin, notice they appear to be wearing authentic German lederhosen, rather than makeshift shorts and suspenders get up that other glockenspiels wear. Not that you're an expert in traditional European fashions or anything like that, though. They sneer at you with glaring eyes. So, you break out my house in, I beat my guards together. Think you can Gunther, the boss, the Glocken's defeat. You pause for a second to parse this. Yes? I think goblins are pretty stupid, I bet you. But you have to one other thing coming. I don't feel like having a conversation about goblin intelligence. Can I just say yes and we fight? Sure. Then yes, goblins are super dumb. Oh. You have done it. I'm super angry now. So we have now a fight, yes. Glocken's here playing inside of the glockenspiel fight. You use music. I've got Gunther pretty riled up. This might be a really tough fight. Let's go for it. Let's go for it, man. 50 points is physical damage. I got a nuke, baby. Where's my you know what? Oh, he's down to 11. It's 11 to everybody. Holy schmoly. Yeah, he's got some buffage. Remove muscle by 3. Bring us back here. We are tougher than he is, though. Spilled his last Glock in this place. Slinks off to find some other venue to terrorize with his plinking. 7 XP. Shelby grows stronger. Outstanding. Woohoo! But this goes home. Yeah, that looked good at home. Hey, it's that rug from the boarding house. Miss Brewster must have had it sent to you as an additional gesture of gratitude or because she hates the way it looks and thinks it's cursed. Either way, we look at our place. I don't care for the carpet with the little multiple nice. I get a perk for sitting? Do I get it? It's pretty awesome. Playing some tunes. Sound almost as good as my shoes. Still don't know what's up with the shelf. Okay. Guess we'll strike. What did we get for heavy hand? +3 to ranged weapon attacks? Smoking hot. I'm going to sit in that chair more often. Although I think it's like a permanent buff, so that would be kind of silly. Or maybe it's just one side. I don't know. We need so we can. Where are we right now? We've got 9 Moxie, 3 cold armor, 1 spooky armor, 2 sleaze armor. It's going to boost that physical armor. It's going to boost the damage, but I don't think we're really too hurting for damage right now. We've been doing pretty good for... And we just got that +3. So we're going to go this way. We're going to get some Stony Heart action. There you go. 4 armor plus 3 cold, 1 spooky, 2 sleaze. And 9 points of drip. 805 meat. So the internet that never lies says that it's continue to do what I was doing and just wander around, huh? I don't need a paperclip today. You're passing all right. On an offer lifetime. Excuse me, I got the hiccups now. If you heard any slurping sounds, that wasn't me being rude. That was one of those sounds you make to help get rid of hiccups. That's an order of offer of a lifetime, but that's all right. That's all right. I got a good feeling that the next time you see me, I'll be in the antique store next door. Or he's not right. Anybody know how to play chess? Jessica? Sure. Let's sit down and play some chess. You play white this time. What's your first move? Defend your pawn with the queen? Do French things with the bishop? I think I will develop a knight. What? Skewer? That's the worst game of chess that either she's really good or she cheats. Still looking. Tracked it down. I need a bunch of meat. But it's stuck in a gumball machine. Took it down to owner refrigerator warehouse. I need to bribe some mob goons to get in. Oh, sorry, kid. I already gave you all the walk around money we could spare. Maybe you could find some odd job somewhere. Gross. Any suggestions? Well, lots of city service building. Services have trouble because of new hiring rules. Great. Which table? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So she's sending us to someplace we've already been. This is the park. So. Oh. Yeah, that's what I said. Some French crap. Give Taffy takes a piece of candy out of her purse, tosses it in her mouth, and holds it. Yay, root beer taffy. Use our psychogeologist skills to get some more glowing ooze. 5 XP. More fish people. Yeah, I heard it first time. Try to shove past him again. Ain't got time for this malarkey. 3 XP. Operator, get my worthless son on the line. Cop, mister, I'm not a payphone. That's what the last payphone said. I'm not trying to buy it. Let me talk to my firstlinger son. I said, bzz, bzz, bzz. I'm sorry, sir, line's busy. Please try again later. Probably gathering with one of those floozy girlfriends. Shuffles away angrily. You gain 4 meat. Kind of feel bad for the old guy, but at the same time, I don't really feel bad for the old guy. Match? Sure. 5 XP. So he can set something on fire later. Licorice taffy. See, she's so cool. She won't give me a fuse, but she'll give me plenty of taffy and stuff. Let's make a deal. This is where drip pays off. Would you take a beating instead? It's very hard. Last one was hard. This one's very hard. I kind of want the experience. Inspiring speech? I'm not down with no inspiring speech. 5 physical. Cover with a butt of his gun for 1. What? Reduce Moxie? I'm sorry, but that's just uncalled for. So I can only do 8 with that, so I need to come up with another 8. Because these guys are very muscly. Leaves just 1 short. So bring them down to, they're not going to be able to do much. He's not going to be able to do much. Yeah, they're a little tanky. I think this is the way to go. Nice. Still. I could just lay that guy out. I wish I had something that reduces muscle mass by something. Give him some fried snot or something to eat. I got nothing like that, so do that. Go gabby him. We'll just have to keep it coming. Pretty impressive, 10 XP, I'll say. Now I need to go build a new nuclear bomb, though. What's in here? Maybe we're playing on, no! I mean, I don't want to change the, we're on normal. I'm going to stick with it. We're only in chapter one though, right? 2 counts as a fleet. They have a whole fleet of these things. Pool of chemicals? That looks like a perfect place to fish. Some miscellaneous chemicals. Pretty flower growing in a past of frosty industrial waste. Probably a metaphor for something. There you go again. Slurpy slurp. Where were we? Oh yeah. We don't have to flower whatever thing. I don't understand. You know, boxes of miscellaneous discarded industrial junk. Refrigeration coil. Nice. I'm assuming it's nice. I mean, it's obviously the nicest thing out here. What's inside here? Sharpening stone and all. don't know how to open it. The sleazewad. Spray on asbestos? Do 5 to everybody. Right? That's not luck, that's skill right there. Use a bomb, build a bomb. Yeah. Okay. It's a trumpet with a lot of drip. Okay, it has a dent in it. It's a dented, but it's personality and drip. That's where it all comes from. That's where the damage comes from. I'm telling you. Three AP is a lot of. That's a lot of slappage right there. We're gonna do this sleazewad here. Control is locked from the inside. Somebody's gonna be in big trouble. Now, how do I? It's all there. It's all there. Whoa. Surprise inspection. Okay. Seems to be a bit of standoff between the mob guys and the other ones. Scary top hat nerd stares at you with barely any expression on his face. Apart from faint sneer, it appears that we have an interloper, and you are Puddentame. Rudolph Gonzalez, what's wrong with your hat? Sure, I don't know what you're talking about. It's all spooky luck. And it's cutting a hole in the world. No time for this nonsense. And we've seen all that scribbled out malarkey before. And that person's name. Curious regards, please dispatch this interloper. Mr. Gluck. Top hat guy gives a taut nod, leaves the same way he came in, horrible, weird, yada yada yada. Rude shadow monster that was once a person turns to face you. Hello? You mob guys, can you give me a hand with this? Considering the newly terrifying Mr. Cluck is between us and the exit, seems like we got no choice. Okay, he is got lots of spooky armor. Cannot take more than 5 at a time. Cannot take more than 5 at a time. Bite temporary mob ally for 6. I'm okay with that. Okay, so this guy is going to be our first target. Oh, ouch, that only does 5 damage to him. That will end the spider. I was supposed to end the spider. Why is the spider still there? It's not cool, man. That's just a one individual. Alright, this guy's gotta go. Do it. And it's made shadowy spider for 5 physical damage. It says 5 physical damage. How come it didn't? Oh. It's because I was looking how much he does instead of how much he actually takes. Essentially, I'm an idiot. That's what happened with that guy. I'm gonna put my 15 there. Yeah. Aw, the poor mobsters died. Probably didn't need to do that, but I think he had it coming. Yeah, those birds are rocking. If you 2 mob guys pushes themselves off. Maybe this kipper has got me all balled up. How this whole scene is nutty as Squirrel's mini dress. Mini dress. Mistress, mini dress. Whatever. Come on, let's have them spray. Tip their hats. Make it for the front door. Skate what's left. We got our pocket watch. Bank pouch full of meat. Got the deed to the speakeasy. Woohoo! We're the proud owners of a speakeasy. It's all cloud into what weird shadow stuff, but there are a few objects left on the ground. Take a quick look at the document. It turns out the glug guy was the owner of the speakeasy, and now you are, maybe. Is that how deeds work? What do you know? This booze looks dangerous, and it appears tainted with some kind of cynical mystical, magical energy. It's plugged in. Little note, experimental, not for lunches. Filled with experimental automatic ice cube maker. Unfortunately, it's made one gigantic ice cube that fills the entire fridge. I guess if you ever need a block of ice as big as you, here's where you can get one. I should be able to unplug that. I think I should be able to unplug it. I still don't trust it. You don't have to leave the building to open your map. By the way, you can just push the button that corresponds and now here's it. Plug it through with it. Okay. It's great, but let me see if we can. No, we don't have anything left to make stuff. Okay. Be more surprised if you told me it was simple. Well, you know the drills. Strap it on and jump in the uncursed machine. The pocket watch, it doesn't just uncurse thing. Get some sleep, okay? You look like you've been through the ringer. I won't dispute that. But if I go to sleep, it will. Legal document regarding an illegal establishment. It's just wrong. $300 meat. Nice. We've got 1,109 meat. It's time for barbecue. Sit in a chair, which is surprisingly comfortable. Pull out the weird metal dome thing down over your head. What would you like to uncurse? The pocket watch. Get an uncursed pocket watch. Size within the machine. Want to project your conscious onto it? Sure, let's uncurse the curse. In your mind's eye, you see the hands of pocket watch spin back on themselves, which is rebound. Each revolution, the face of the watch itself expands until it's larger than you. In the building, in the street, the whole world lives in the blur, fast-running hands in which you see life go by in reverse time. Submarines turn to longships, cities To stone dwellings, cowboys, to courtesans. You're traveling faster and faster to the beginning of time itself, and there's no telling where this ride will end. Whoa. We're all hungry. Please help. I'm a dinosaur. Yeah, baby, yeah. Look for messages. There's no note for you, a dinosaur. No phone number. Need the phone. Jessica looks pretty busy. Train is affect thee. Never mind for the sun. Just to rise on a dry room. The more in need of thy assistance, understand whilst you sleep under this roof, thou art my lodger. A signature upon the paperwork is by me required. Did you start talking like this? Provocative remarks, sir, and by thee well made. To do, open the door, eat Gabby, eat cat. With those two salad forks, no, you like the opposable thumbs necessary to turn determine your complete containing and lets you figure out how to open doors. I don't know anything about dexterity. I'm a dinosaur. Break it down. I've slapped your prehistoric tummy against the wood, but it doesn't even make it in. Maybe that's why dinosaurs went extinct. They couldn't open doors. Gabby? Sorry, Gabby, but... Oh, there, Haas. What's got all your horns and rattles? Been dipping in nose paint again. Gabby doesn't talk like that. Can you open the door for me? I don't know. Never had a head for puzzles. Rudolph. That's got me right. Funkified. Gabby, I'm a dinosaur. Pew, 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 pew. Crooked straw in the west. Sure enough. Gotta get kicking some kicking. I need to get some dexterity. Where am I supposed to get dexterity? I'm a freaking dinosaur. This rug. open the doors for me? Do not believe those doors. Take leave. What? Chasing, trying to eat a cat. I can't open the door. How am I supposed to? Charles? I like the way it ticks. You understand me? Yes. A lot of power and time takes a lot of power. Would you make a promise to me, baby? Would you promise not to throw that power away? I can be done with that groovy power. Can you open the door for me? What's that? Got a garbled? Let's do it, man. Groovy baby, absolutely smash a shake on it. Hold our hands. Can't shake hands. Oh, come on. Don't leave me hanging. Shake on it. I got no dexterity. Hey. Take 6. Stable. Take 6. Eat the table. Pull out the drawers. I got 4. I'm gonna do something else to it. I think I need like one more. Maybe one more. One more. Aha. It's 7. That gets me 8. Gives me 9. I can sign my name for 9. Gives me 10. 10, I can open a door. I mean, at last. They're looking older. With that looking at the older man, though, you're far older than I shall ever be. I never saw this room before. Alpha and Omega, you the beginning of time, and I its end. Will you walk with me, dear friend, to watch the death of our world and the birth of another? I'm just trying to clean the clock. Curse is lifted. No longer have tail. Nice. Okay. So that's taking the place of our shield. Yeah, we had a picture taken with all of those things. Can we sharpen a dented bugle? Sure. I'd say sharpened dented bugle. Okay. Dr. Jessica looks busy. She's always looks busy. How's this happening? Helping to find Murray. Not sure to dispute the importance of collecting these weird artifacts or anything, but I'm worried about Uncle Murray. Is this helping find him? I guess it didn't really explain that. See, Detectatron 1000 is new. We only really got it running after Murray disappeared. So I searched out artifacts and more hands-on ways, research, networking, following rumors, that kind of thing. The last artifact he went after, it could be basically anywhere, but Detectatron only detects the nearest artifacts. So do you figure if we pick them up in order, eventually we'll get the one that he's looking for? Right. I wish to hell he left a note about where he was going. I guess he either thought it was too dangerous and didn't want us following, or he just rushed off all excited like a kid in a toy store. That's Murray for you. Yeah, it makes sense. Charles? That's a word, uncursing machine word, nothing. Now I think if I go to sleep right now that I'm going to end up with a new chapter, which might take us, I don't know if it's a different map or what. Ground snakes. They're all the same. 5 XP. 19 meat. Tentacles headband. Tentacle skin headband. I've already got cephalopod style on this hat, don't I? Yeah, that's where the Eldritch part of that comes from. Like the rivets, pants rivets, we'll hang on to that until we get something that's totally groovy. Ah! Fish people? Anything? No. Is it the same couple? Excuse me. Nice. Some glockenspiel on the right, on the course to being decent. We already asked about the spittoon. Let's buy him a drink. Alright. Incident, hey, find Oliver? Yeah. I like the sound of that. Oliver's gone. And up with it. Went extremely badly. Badly? Yeah, that too. Go over the events. Show him the deed. He skims to you. Says here, this ownership of the speakeasy automatically transferred to whoever has physical possession of this deeds. Is that legal? None of this is legal. Oh yeah. I guess you're my new boss, baby. Let's have a drink to mourn the loss of our old boss and another to celebrate the new one. Good idea. I guess we ought to change the name since, well, Oliver's Place no longer Oliver's Place. I suppose that's right. Got any ideas? Could go traditional and just call it Rudolph's Place, or something hip like Purple Door. Something incisive like avant-garde like, I don't know, Noblesse Oblige. That Rudolph Place is fine. Like it. Not a business. The business? We make beer in the house, so that's safe, but we're out of everything else. Based on your story, I'd say the stuff the factory has isn't safe to use. If you can find booze, or mixers, or garnishes, bring it back here. Any idea where to get started with all that stuff? No, but you might check with Barnaby. 10 points milky-eyed guy. Doesn't see very well, but he's got a nose for news and 6 cents for booze. Might know where you can find what you're looking for. Thanks. Let's talk to Barnaby. Turns his head towards you and smiles. Let's buy him a drink. Been 5 minutes. Try to dam up the flow. Alright. Buy him a drink. And waits his prognostication. Spend 5 minutes. After a few minutes, a few sips, he clears his throat and he speaks. The lake is deep, enough to drown dreams, but not the sins of the grandfather. I see. Have another drink. Is this getting no place? Arms up. Yeah, they're Glockens that play the glockenspiels. Oh, there we go. It's a pretty normal house, pretty nice neighborhood, but there's something odd about it. Some sort of uncomfortable energy. Makes the hair on your back of your neck stand up. Maybe it's something to do with the weird droning tone you hear coming from inside. Like a pinned, inhumane moan constantly raising in pitch. Even louder seems to be coming from upstairs. Also, the owner's interior design sensibilities are a little strange. Which books about music history? Here they are. There's one about jazz. Yes. +1 ranged weapon attacks. Pull backup plates. Trophies for music competitions. Sheet music. Examine one of the pieces. Pull out. It's all in German. Du kannst kein Deutsch sprechen. Brah. Who are you? Why are you in my house? Sorry for intruding, but I heard the music. I guess I have an intrusive nature. My name's Rudolph Gonzalez. Well, I'm Ernst Zimmer. Forgive me while not stopping, but it's vital that I continue playing. What are you doing? There's a darkness beneath my house. Did you check the fuse box? No, it's probably that thing. Listen to me. Had a dream, a premonition of dark rift appearing in my basement, growing until it swallowed the entire house, the neighborhood, and then the world. Wow, that's quite a dream. How? I'm sure there's a rational explanation. Probably just a trick of the light, plus your anxiety over the nightmare. Sigh, you're probably right. Just an old man jumping against shadows, I suppose. Happens to the best of us. Don't worry, everything's fine. Iron Stello. If you convinced Simmons to stop playing his cello wasn't such a good idea after all. Two ghosts playing a very spirited game of chess. There's just black sludge bubbles in the teapot. Let's do some fishing. Eldritch Mist. Bubbling black sludge. Chair seems to be having a hard time remaining stationary. This chair is barely there. Table is slippery. Sorry, bonds to the floor. Alright, no sparrow makes Ernst a dull boy. Alright, here we go downstairs. Oh geez, that sure is dark rift in space over there, just like Summer said. I hate when people don't exaggerate. What? Big hole in, well, here? Yeah. Find yourself an infinite black void, or, well, it looks like an infinite black void. But you have an uneasy feeling that your brain is only showing you an infinite black void because it doesn't want to try and process what this place actually looks like. It's a weird feeling. Terminates black of negative energy. I sure hope this is what I'm supposed to be doing with that guy. And it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's going to be a new puzzle. This creature is built more or less like a large muscular person. Built a large muscle person out of some kind of writhing black ooze and or smoke and or just plain raw darkness. This first has a fist-sized glowing crystal embedded in its chest, about where its septum would be. As you draw near, you can feel the radiating invisible waves of energy, kind of like heat coming off radar, except also the opposite of that, and also not at all related to that. Look, incomprehensible force, tricky to describe, okay? The creature shambles back and forth, waving its arms in a way that almost looks like it's dancing or praying or maybe even absently mindedly flailing. It seems obvious to your presence that will probably change very quickly if you try to interfere with it. Like say if you tried to pry the glowing crystal out of its chest. It looks extremely weak, almost docile. Take the crystal. Make a quick grab for the crystal, but it's firmly lodged in the creature's chest. The creature howls. Its long, spindly arms flow out inflectively as you're barely cognizant of your actions. Plunge your hands into the murky flesh, fingers questing
through lukewarm tar until they find ribs, gritting your teeth, forcing open the cage, creaking, cracking, snapping. Like dry branches, you grab your prize, tear it free of the creature evaporates in a sigh of smoke. Crystal is both warm and cold in your hand, has a slight buzzing vibration. Something tells you that the crystal is very important, as well as being real shiny and pretty. Because you might be that taking that weird crystal out of here might be a bad idea. On the other hand, it's yours. You prefer to keep it. So yeah, we're stuck in this this rift place. Now we have a crystal that may or may not be something that we want to keep or destroy. I have no way to interact with, I don't know, given that you don't even know what side of the universe you're on, a map is not going to do you a ton of good here. Yeah, see, I have nothing but, these are my options. I mean, I'm game. Let's go ahead and smash it first. Pull the hammer out of your inventory. Or if you don't have a hammer or whatever, blah, 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 hammer, crystal solid whack, makes it sound like baby corn being torn in half and burst into glittering shards. Shoot off into the darkness. Immediately you feel, well, it's going to say a massive earthquake. Since you aren't standing on the ground, you don't feel that. It's more like an everything quake. You should probably get out of here. Dive back through the rift just before it collapses, vanishes, heals. Thankfully, you find yourself back in Ernst Zimmer's basement, not some kind of horrible between-dimension purgatory. Run up the stairs to tell Ernst the good news. Hey Ernst, hello. I fixed it. Closed the rift. You did? That's wonderful. You my life and probably some... And probably also my house's life. Here, take this cello. No further use of it. Be quite frank with you. The thought of playing it ever again only pains me. So I get a cello and 10 XP. Yeah, thanks. I mean, right now it sounds like that was the right call. All German. New cunts claim douche just frickin'. I can't speak German. I'm pretty sure that's what that was trying to tell me. That's what we're gonna see here. It does the same as my trumpet. But we're going to have to check and see if it has the same amount of drip. Glurp, glurp. Just going to have to shove past them for now. We need the drip factor. Street urchins struggling with math homework. Bam. Make verbal jokes more verbal for 3 Moxie. No, I don't need another paperclip. There we go. Alright, I mean... he's holding it incorrectly. And I'm not going to get any ranged bonus damage out of this. So honestly, I would have to say that I do not care for it. As much as I would care for an alternate weapon, such as my trumpet. Yeah, I don't know. After I beat him, I always end up with one on my side, being like, "Hey." Yes, it's not doing as much damage as my trumpet was. Although it's a very nice looking piece of musical equipment. Let's keep walking just in case for 5 XP, 16 meat, and more Shelby XP. Yeah, because it's a melee weapon. I did not know I could do that. Frozen rock. Let's pick it up. Some frosty flecks. Just having no luck with fuses whatsoever. Just check to make sure that I didn't pick one up and not notice, but Shelby's up to 15. Look at that.
Shelby's going to be, like I said, he'll be a tortoise in no time. Because that's totally how it works. We have no fuse. For the bank, we needed check out the bank again. 6, 7, and 8. Keep pushing by them. I don't know that they're necessarily bad fish. They're just fish people. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we don't have to have them all at the same time. Minutes, and it's going to start to seem like style choice rather than practical. Shoes don't do anything. That's not going to be anything. Need 6, 7. Cold armor. Fish liver will give me 1. But I saw something else that was strength by 1, did I not?
Oh, muscle, yeah. Ooh, that's it. Go back here. Let's go talk to T guy. Oh, there's phone guy again. Yeah, Shelby's getting to be pretty boss. Oh, this is the wrong one. He wasn't in the butterfly thingamaboober. He was in the, there we go. What's up, T dude? Muscle. I shall buy 2 of each. Cause I'm freaking loaded, man. And I will sell you some Glockenspielhosen. And I don't really want to sell any broads. I don't know if I'll get any more. Alright, thanks, dude. Come over here. Back to the bank. More beans. Run back over here. Let's go to the correct place. 7 mysticality is what we need. No! That's 1. Those are both 1. Why am I wearing this? The Baconstone pennant instead of my cufflinks. These have more drip. I should be wearing more drip. Okay, that's all I could do there. Nothing here but defense. Blech. Pants have 1 mysticality already. So I don't have any cool Moxie pants. Shoes just do crazy stuff. There we go. Handful of cream cheese. Now we need 6 muscle. Give me muscles. 3 muscles is a hard ass, though. Yeah, unless I just buy some. I mean, you know? Just little muscle and a little bit more ranged attack damage. I mean, that makes us pretty Billy Bad Booty, right? Sleeves armor, spooky, Mystica, hot armor. There's no strength, so our cufflinks are good. But our sunglasses are better. Oh yeah. Get nothing out of any of the rings. Nothing out of any of those. Nothing out of any of those. True strength. XP, it takes everything you got, but finally a sturdy kill, whole family finds you, and fails you in this contest of raw strength. Cast iron head gives you a nod. Spec between gladiators, all 3 heads are now unlocked. Let's get our moxie back before we go back inside. That's to help find salesmen, huh? Oh well, we're good enough. Freelance uncursing, stand by the catchers. Fantasize about would be like to have service job instead of whatever it is you do. Oh man, need my strength back? Seriously? Where it falls loose from floor of the pole, horse hands, but you're doing so it triggers bank alarm. Whoops. Meat lines the drawer, uniform piles, 19 meat. 9. Black has gone green with age. Read it. Today we celebrate our openings, Cubers building and loan at Plunkett Street, Ocean City, 1899. Integrity, security, excellence, corporate value for each. Head of the dog. No visible means opening monstrous vault door. Well, Gabby's. Nothing new with her. $18.99. Today saw the grand opening of new banking concerns Securbus building in Lone Residence Ocean City. Watch and appalled discussed as during the opening ceremony the maximum security vault door was installed backwards, sealing inside their savings and valuables for eternity. Thanks. Chairman reassured worried customers their mistake would not affect operations. 10 minutes later, the bank was closed permanently. Yeah. Can't trust him. And it hasn't changed my opinion of him. So really it's like it's backwards. Tie that vault door to a car and drive down the street. Okay. Oh, we already did that with the register. Did not go as planned. No, it did not. There we go. No visible means of opening it. Try the invisible ways. I bet I had a stone that went to an alternate universe. I could probably. Somebody told me to destroy it though. So. That's not going to happen. Oh, nice. Sure, walk somewhere else. Rip your taffy, thanks, Cabby. Let's check with the hobos. Don't mind defending. Take a wrong turn underground coffee house just instantly. Mustachioid man demands any decent person to defend the formal vulgarity of choices for Ulysses. Okay. In case you're on both shoes, leaving wet mustache hairs on your skin, gain 6 XP. Already, yep, see around, nothing new. Anything new in here? Nothing new. Like the oval part. We'll be pleased to meet you. Likewise, Rudolph. Fine, but most of the fellow here have got all kinds of stories about their travels. It occurs to me that maybe I ain't done enough that. Feeling wonderless? No, I maybe couldn't quite like that strong. Let's say wonder thirst. You want to tag along with me? You're a pretty cool cat, and that does sound interesting, alright? I mean, will we join you as a companion? Are we heading out now, or did you want me to wait for you someplace? Now is as good a time as any. Gabby, you mind waiting at Rudolph's place? Okay, you have it. Alright then. Let's hit it. Alright. I mean, it's got hobo drip. Obi, I'm as cool as cucumber you. Flap your gums a bit. Oh, you know anything about a hobo code? Sure, bud. I know a glyph or two. Hobo code knowledge increase. Swell, thanks. Shoot the breeze. Sax is a righteous sentiment. There's just something special about the tone and trill of an oboe. It's like a ray of sunshine coming down from the heavens. Wow. Also, it breaks down in case size of a library, but you never have to carry a saxophone in a bundle. In a biddle? In a biddle. In a biddle. Bit. In a bit. More chats from Ocean City originally. Obi. Born upstate New York. What town? You wouldn't have heard of it? Nowheresville. Man, I split that scene as soon as I was old enough to stick out my thumb. Doesn't sound like you miss it much. What's to miss? Got a whole world stretched out in front of me. Been a while since I last saw it. Ocean City. I don't remember it being this run down. Yeah, this old town. It's having some rough times. What happened? Beats me. I ain't hip to local politics. Tell you one thing though, ain't a good sign when City Park's gotta hire a random fella off the street to do some security work. Haha, no kidding. Alright, let's get out of here. Hey Samuel, how's it going? Hobo code? Bam! Nice. You able to find work? Yeah. Don't let that get you down, buddy. Camp treating you? Sure, that's great. Community's real important. Okay, see ya. Already talked to guys, already talked to her. Bruh, Johnny, come on, man. About the secret plans. Tell me about some hobo code. Bamboozle? Okay, I got some hobo code. Tell me about secret plans. Still practically a stranger here. Alright. I'll be back, bro. I will be back. Look at all the... We'll be back to Bomb Nation. We got nothing. Yeah, I got a personal hobo now. We're gonna make a hobo band. see what he's packing here. Won't tell me. Sleeves, they're all the same. Says Hobo. Will slice flailing tentacle with the reed of his oboe, dealing 1 physical damage, causing 1 bleed damage. End his turn. Or 3 hot flaming tentacles. Come on. Right there you go. 5 XP, 16 meat, another tentacle headband. Got a match? I guess I do not have a match. I do not. Thank you. Keep trying to pass. That one. We gotta figure out how we gotta build his skills up though. Got a little bit too much hobo mojo. Five XP, 13 meat, fish liver oil, fish throwing spear, and a bucket of chum. There's a fair number of folks out today. Are we in a hurry? Guess not. Pulls his elbow out in case it's case, drops 2 meat in his hat and hands it to him, thinking it's grand shame to waste such an opportunity. Opportunity to sell me your hat? Is busking legal here? Kid, don't be such square anyway. We'll be long out of here before anyone makes fuss. Okay. 9 meat. Familiar melody. Don't hear anything. Metaphorical, something in it. I'm right on the edge of remembering. Taps his foot for a moment, his eyes brighten and shapes, snaps his fingers, climbing up onto some trash bins. He pulls down a box that was wedged behind some drain pipes. Ha. What a thing to forget. Come on. Come to Papa, baby. What's that? Smaller boxes. Some tin cans. Genuine Color Wars rations. Pork and beans. Hardtack bread. Whole can of cola syrup. Carbonation tablets. Reading the war? Nope. I could carry it too, but my feet are flat. Plus I got conscious objector status on account of being a pepper. This stuff ain't his army surplus I stashed away against leaner time. You aren't planning on eating that, are you? The pizza bread, no, the syrup though, this stuff don't go bad, it goes good. Okay, so his hit points go up basically. Another rock. Frosty Flicks. Magic Sewer Energy. Some glowing ooze. Dude, you just gave me a match. And same thing again here. Let's go do that. Still only 3 damage.
Yeah, our hobo needs some. He needs some hobo drip. 5 XP, 18 meat, another headband. Shelby's he's gonna be dinosaur powerful soon, and I hope we don't have to fight him. Imagine a boss fight against Shelby. I got 3 headbands plus 1 we're reusing, and they only had to counts. That's powerful. 1100 meat. Back up to 114 experience. And we can't find a gosh darn fuse. We're almost to Moxie Heaven. Well, these guys again. No, I'm not okay with fish barf. Not okay with that. Five XP, 12 mint, another spear, some fish flipper oil, Shelby's up to 17. I just had a thought. There's a fair number of folks out today who wants to do some busking. Check out no complaints. Small talk. Got no complaints.
It's a never dull moment. Why are you thinking of joining up? Considering all my legs burned up and stairs firing and I'm sleeping in a back room of a shady antique store, I kind of feel like I already have. Well, heck. I'll have you riding the rails in no time. Small talking. Yada yada yada. Riding the rails. Repeat stuff. It's for sale. I don't know what I'm saving for. I don't know what else is out there. I'm not saving for the dubious stuff there. Buy a couple more of these. There. What was I gonna... An awe. When did we get an awe? You know, I want to find a drip shop. Need to find some place to buy, you know, a hat store, shoe store. And get some nice spats, you know. Nice dress shoes, nice some spats to this. There's nothing wrong with this hat other than oh man. These are combat items. I don't want to sell combat items. I was thinking they were weapons. My bad. Refrigeration coil, which don't know what it's for. Go back one of the shops and make something defend that again for another 6 XP. Make some more chemically some stuff. Potions. Is potions? Tutor some kids on math homework because I'm so smart. Not smart enough to get any of these old cars working. Welding bench. I would like to weld, please. anarchist hardware. Ball. This sounds like important stuff. Okay. Made everything we can make there. Free meat. Free beans. Match? I have no match. You took my match. Would you like to give me a match? Thank you for the match. Boom. Yeah. It's getting too easy here. Need to move along. 5 XP, 12 meat. Fish liver oil, bucket of chum. No luck finding a fuse. Glowing ooze. Fix a mailbox. 4 XP. Let's do some busking. 15 meat. Some more beans. $154. All right. I think I'm just I'm gonna call it a little bit early. I was planning on sticking around till 3 o'clock. Local time, which is another 20 minutes or so, but this is not the most exciting of content to watch right now, so I think we'll make our way back. And just go to sleep and see if we can advance the game a little bit. Offline, I might try to do a little bit more of this to find a These guys are all exactly the same, so. Come on. There you go. Yeah, I just might do some searching offline, or is that guy? Oh, that one's mine. I was trying to attack this one. I'm like, how come I can't attack that son of a bitch? Not a bad guy. Yeah, it's just too repetitive and not very enjoyable to watch. And, you know, I can do that offline, and then probably Monday. I think if I do any streaming this weekend, it's going to be something different. I need to make another Starfield, advance that story a little bit. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing if I do any streaming over the weekend. But Monday, right around noon again, we'll get around, and hopefully by that time with any luck, we'll have a fuse. If not, we'll just skip whatever's going on, see if we can't get to the next bit of enjoyment. There's another 5XP 15 meat, another tentacle band. Shelby's getting buffer. But yeah, with that, oh, you know what? We'll go ahead and end it here. Because, dude, seriously. Chuck it. Everyone's playing music, dude. No busking required. You just line up right here. Land. Anyways, let's just get over here and dance with a girl. And but yeah, anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hope it was enjoyable enough up until the point where it stopped being enjoyable. I'll probably cut out some stuff. But anyways, until then, we'll talk to you next time. Have a great afternoon, great rest of your day, and if I don't see you beforehand, have a great weekend.